In this video, we're going to be taking a look at exercise 2-21. This is pretty much a rectangular object that just has a lot of different dimensions and stuff going on. So this is done in inches, so we're going to get started the same way we always do, just by going to No Template, Imperial. Now for this one here, there's going to be some math that has to be done as I go through here, and I'll try to work through that as we get to it. So I'm just going to start by going to the line command, which I'm going to use the key in for, which is L enter. And then we'll start by just drawing this bottom segment, which is 2. And then it's going to come up 1.5. It then goes in 0.5. And from here, it's going to go up another 1.5. We get that by taking the overall height of 3 and subtracting the 1.5. At this point, it goes over 2. Down 0.5, for the next dimension we have to take the 3.5, subtract the 1/2 inch from this, and subtract the 2 from this, so this is going to go over 1. And rather than doing the math to figure this out, I'm going to end this command and I'm going to start back at the bottom because I have the dimensions for this part. So this is going to come up 0.5. And then it's going to go over to the point where it meets up with this part, and then just close this off. So the next thing I have is I have the 3 circles. Now the bigger circle that's down here, it's located on the midpoint of this line, just offset up by 0.75. So to draw that, I can go to the circle command, hover over the midpoint until I get the little plus sign and the green tracking indicator, and then I can just move up, type 0.75, hit enter, then go de-enter so that I can enter my diameter and put in the 1. For the next one, I'm going to go ahead and draw the circle on the upper left corner, de-enter to get into diameter, and I'm going to put in the 0.5. Now I can move this based off of the XY coordinates. So I'll click on move, select my object, hit enter, and then I'm just going to click over here. My X value is 0.75, comma, my Y value is negative 0.75, enter. So now that I have this first one located, I'm going to go ahead and locate the second one, which is a little bit different in the way that it's actually dimensioned. It's dimensioned from this bottom line here and this left edge here. So in this case, I'm probably going to want to go ahead and use some offsets to kind of get the location that I'm looking for. So I'm going to go to offset. The distance from the bottom is 1.75. So we'll click this line and then click up to place it up there. And then the distance off of the left edge is 1.75. So we'll go to offset 1.75. Click this edge and then left click over here. Then I can hit enter. Now these 2 line segments don't necessarily meet up, but that's not an issue. If I go to the circle command and I hover over this midpoint and then just move to the right, it'll track me right to that intersection where those 2 would meet. So at this point I can hit de-enter and then type in the 0.5. At this point I want to go to the erase command and erase these 2 construction lines that I created to get to this. So here we have exercise 2-21 with the 3 holes located.